Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 6 Expert, where we're not making the pump jack today. So my plan had been we were going to use the pump jack to access this crude oil reservoir that is underground, but mentioned in the comments by Darkery, we can't make it. We need medium machinery schematics to unlock the ability to even form the structure. So we could put all the blocks down, we can make all the blocks, but if we go to right click on it with the engineer's hammer, I'm assuming it just doesn't work. And these things, yeah, it needs an engineer's school project, which requires construction tools, which this stuff wasn't too bad. But student meals, this is a little different. This is a little bit different. Okay, we can craft them that way. That's expensive, but we can... Well, we're not going to be doing it that way. Some of the stuff we could probably make, we don't have like a good way to get heaps of plums. Yeah, we need mangoes and habaneros. We need some sort of vegetable curry, which probably wouldn't be too bad. Builder's tea I've got a bunch of. From a clockwork honeycomb. Then we need concrete, these bricks, and it's times 500 to get one. So that's 500 steel scaffolding, 500 concrete, 500 bricks. Well, actually, no more than that. 1,500 concrete, so not a small amount. And then a whole bunch of treated wood, which that's not too bad, although that's 2,000 treated wood for one of these. Yeah. So that does leave me with, what do we get into now? Do we make the Amadron? Do we work on some automation? I was kind of getting ready to set up a bit more power generation. At some point we need to start working on improving the base. Now I do kind of want to move the base, which is not a small amount of work. I had been planning on waiting until we had refined storage, but I know what's going to happen. By the time we actually get access to refined storage and the storage drives, there's going to be too much stuff here. And it's going to be really boring to demolish all of this and then reassemble it over there, demolish all of this and reassemble it over there. I mean, I'm not saying it would be in that direction, but instead maybe we stay in this area. It's not a bad area. We can certainly build some structures in different places if we feel like it. Yeah. Maybe I should have picked a better starting area for the biome, because this terrain is... there is some really cool terrain in different parts of the world, like this looking stuff. There was really cool mountains. Like a cherry blossom clearing. That would have been a nice place to build the base. But we didn't. It was also mentioned by Darkery as well that we're probably, if we get into refined storage, we're going to want to rely on external storage. So, refined storage, external. We can make these external storage things. And these aren't too bad. Obviously, there's a bit of stuff here. And then we'd have to make one of these per chest we want to connect to. We could also connect to a drawer controller. Which isn't too bad. These printed circuit boards, it would be nice to trade for them, but we're probably getting semi-close to being able to craft these. But then even if we do get into vacuum tubes, they're not bad. We can make them now. Yeah, I mean, there's this assembly thing. To make that, it's more advanced PCBs. Molten plastic, that's pretty cool. Yeah, maybe we start heading towards that, I think would be a good idea. Because the storage is pretty good. but it's not the best. And thermal lagging. Something else that was mentioned is the fact that our machines lose heat because they're completely uninsulated. And you can kind of see it here. So, problems. There we go. Poorly insulated. 11 of 24 block faces are exposed to the air. So it's treating all of this as like one big multi-block. Not these ones. These are kind of just sitting there. But we can get this thermal lagging. And if we do this, 7 of 24 block faces are poorly insulated. So what putting this stuff on it does is helps it retain the heat better. So you can see we're at 85. The temperature's actually going up. And it's going up pretty fast. This guy might keep up. So I need to make some more of that. I just ran out of rock wool. And then, yeah, that's going to help our machines retain their heat and process oil faster, which is cool. But yeah, I think today we definitely want to work on doing this whole printed circuit board stuff. So we need a numismatic die, which isn't bad, and vase plates are not going to be difficult. And then once we get those basic processors, then we can come down here. I think it's capacitors are the other thing we need. So yeah, I've been looking at a bunch of different stuff that I thought we might need. Let's get rid of them for now. Let's just stick with one thing for a start. And capacitors are the one thing we can't buy. The rest of the stuff isn't too... Oh, we need the unassembled PCBs. Now, I'm going to assume that an etching tank would probably be the go here. So we make an etching tank, and then etching acid. Okay, so we can make a UV light box, which gets us that PCB. Oh, which still needs etching acid. So we need to make buckets of etching acid. Which, easy. And the villager, our Enigmatica villager, is going to come in handy once again, because we're missing PCB blueprints, which we either need an Amazon to get, which, yeah, or we can trade with this dude. So, I've got no emeralds. Wait. No, I've got no emeralds. Do I? Okay, no, I need emeralds. Fortune actually does work on crops, so you'll get way more potatoes if you do it that way, but I didn't mean to harvest the dirt. Obviously this takes longer, but I'll fix that in a second. And we got, look at all those potatoes. There's a lot of potatoes. Give me some emeralds, and we got a golden tooth. Oh, we can't, you're not going to take any more potatoes. Alright. What's golden tooth? +1 looting. Sure. That sounds good. And then you can trade me a PCB blueprint. And we'll hold off on getting more compressed iron. Cool. And you're done. Use the Amazon tablet to order a PCB blueprint. Well, no. Nope. Instead, we're going to skip having to do that first. Make ourselves the UV light box, which is going to want some speed upgrades. Which I think that was the thing that required glycerol, right? Which plant oil? Maybe we'll look into that in a second. I could probably get away with time in a bottle for the first lot. And then once we craft this PCB, we'll play flux dust and plastic sheets. We got a bit of plastic. And flux dust was redstone, obsidian, bedrock. If we do that, we do this. Nice. So we need to craft, I'm going to bulk craft a bunch of empty PCBs. So this should be enough for 10. So we should be able to go something like this. It's going to be a little bit slow because I replaced the hopper. Like got rid of the Enigmatica hopper because I didn't like the way it like faced out this way. But I think it was definitely a little bit faster. And then there's the plastic going in. Nice. And then we get the copper in, and that's going to get us these empty PCBs. We then need this etching acid, which we might be able to get away with one, because we can heat the UV light box to make it faster, but it will use etching acid. So I might try and get away with not heating it. 60 PCBs. And then these things have to go in a light box, actually, which I would assume means it needs to be in the sun. I don't know. Threshold 100%. Oh, this needs pressure. All right. Let's just connect you into a line here. Here. Oh, it's doing stuff. I mean, that's actually not too slow. It's not fast. Looks pretty good when you do that. Can we like hopper that? So there we go, there's one. So I don't know if these stack. These might stack. If they do, that's cool. I won't even bother properly hoppering it. And then, oh, they do. Neat. Okay. Sure. And then he's just going to tick away, making a bunch of them. And then we need to make this acid, and we're going to lose pressure in this tank, which is going to be a problem. So we need 1 bucket of molten plastic, and we've got 18 buckets. So molten plastic, gunpowder, spider eyes, rotten flesh. And this should make etching acid, which hopefully we can get away with 1 of. We have this etching tank. Problems, it just needs etching acid. And it takes 150, that filter button shouldn't be there, 150 seconds. So we could heat it up and it would be faster, but then it would use the etching acid. But I mean, if it's not going to use etching acid without pressure, nice, it's working. I might just try and get away. I don't know where this should live. There. For now. Etching acid. You have that. We grab these. I mean, these are reasonably fast, right? And etch success chances 100%. This seems not bad. Obviously, we've got the slight advantage of time in a bottle, but yeah, cool. Okay, so this stuff's been working pretty good. We've got our 3 unassembled PCBs, and we didn't even use any etching acid. So I think I'm just going to keep it like this, and just, you know, until we get to the point, if we get to the point where we need a whole bunch of this, then we'll look into it. So we've got our empty PCB. We've done our etching tank. A printed circuit board. That's these things. That's when we need these other bits and pieces. All right, so capacitors we have to make. We've got 17 buckets of plastic. Now, something I didn't realize, but I thought the plastic was drying really fast a while back when I was like placing the plastic underneath the cold heatsink of this vortex tube. But no, it just processes really fast, or converts really fast into plastic sheets. So yeah, that's a thing. You make some plates. Signalum we haven't made. Dielectric paste, sand, silicon, and tar. Signalum. Induction smelter, silver dust, copper dust, redstone, or silver, copper, and redstone. That's not bad. And time to make some capacitors. So dielectric paste, lead wire? No, lead wire's for something else later. Electrum wire, these plates, aluminum plates, and plastic. So this should get us 16 capacitors. No, it should get us 32 capacitors, which will hopefully tide us over for a while. And now that's slowly going to craft that. And this guy's struggling to maintain power. I mean heat, not power. Now, is it because I took the cladding off this dude? Yeah, so we're going to be losing some heat because of that. I must put it in the system. That's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we'll wait for that to do his thing. Once we've got them, that's when we got the PCBs. That should be slowly happening. Got 2 more of them. Yeah, so we're going to have capacitors. That's cool. We've got the lead wires. So yeah, we're going to be able to get 16 of these if we had 16 unassembled PCBs. Then it's just basic processors, which is raw basic processors, which, okay, is a bit more flux dust. Silicon was just smelted. Nether quartz, tin coins aren't bad. We need numismatic dye, or we need a numismatic dye. And yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, missed it. And this should be getting us 7 printed circuit boards. Now the fun starts. So I think we can like right click. No. We must program these in something. We can make drones out of them. We can make a crafting station for RF tools. Oh no, assist in auto crafting operations for a processor. Potentially, but then we're almost at refined storage auto crafting anyway. We can now make advanced PCBs a lot easier. A drone interface, that's probably for programming drones. That is maybe that. Yeah, there's going to be some stuff we want to use. An elite centrifuge controller. Oof. 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 There's some things. Neat, but that's completed that quest. Then we're looking at coming down to the assembly controller, but it looks like it needs the basic capacitor, which we could make these. That wouldn't be too bad to do. Or we need to create an advanced processor, which aside from Enderium, which we don't have, which I don't think was too bad. That's not too bad. We could make that if we wanted to. And then we're getting down to the refined storage controller. But I think our next project, now that we've got these, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. Very cool that we're at this stage now. Power is a little bit of an issue. Like I have kind of been holding off making lots of machines and setting up heaps of automation because our power is very manual at the moment. Like we have to go get coal, potentially from the mob farm, come here, put it in, which we could automate. We could automate, just drop the wither skeletons from up high, collect the coal, put it in these Sterling dynamos. But I do like the idea of the magmatic dynamo. 1 bucket becomes 10 million RF. I don't know how many RF a tick this thing does, but we've made all of these bits. I think this could be quite nice. So like if we were to very quickly grab ourselves, we got a blaze spawner in here. There's a blaze spawner. And then I think I even have seared bricks. I got a bunch of seared bricks. So we're wanting to make blaze blood. It's just a little bit of tinker stuff. Yeah, we've already whipped up one of these. I'll just do that. We should have some stuff. We got some stuff. You know what, on second thought, let's hold off building a power station made out of blazes this episode, because I do want to kind of build a structure. Like, we want the blazes up high so we don't have to hear them all the time, and then pump the blaze fluid down, and then, I don't know, we pipe it into our dynamos, which we put somewhere. Maybe this isn't the best spot. Maybe this isn't the best spot. Are these things full yet? They are full. Yeah, very full on honeycombs. We need to sort that as well, which again is another thing. That would be better if we had enough power to run multiple centrifuges. But sweet. I think we leave it there. So PCB production is a thing, which is pretty neat. So yeah, blaze power next episode. Maybe a bit more tidying up around the base, and awesome. Maybe some refined storage, although that could be the episode after. We'll find out. Anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.